In today's video, we will consider combination of error in product, quotient and power of a quantity. When we are going to consider the product of two quantities, for example, length is given, breadth is given of a rectangular plot and you are supposed to find area. To find area, what you will do? You will multiply length with breadth. So there are so many calculations where we are in need of multiplication of two quantities, and if these two quantities are with error, then how to calculate result with error, this we will consider. So for this, let us consider product of two quantities A and B is given as Z, and measured value of A, that will be with a certain uncertainty. So this is A plus minus delta A, and measured value of B, we have B plus minus delta B. So result that will come out with uncertainty by considering these two values of A and B, that will be Z plus minus delta Z, that is product of this and this. When you will multiply this with this, what you will get? Multiplication of A with this, AB plus minus A delta B, multiplication of this with this will be plus minus B delta A plus minus delta A delta B. Now divide left hand side by Z and right hand side by AB. It will not make any difference because Z we are going to have equal to AB. When this will be divided by Z, then this term will be divided by Z as well as this term will be divided by Z. So Z upon Z will give you 1 plus minus delta Z upon Z. All these four terms will be divided by AB. So division of this with AB will give you 1. This will give you plus minus delta B upon B because A will get cancelled with A. Here B will get cancelled with B. So we are left with plus minus delta A upon A plus minus delta A upon A into delta B upon B. Delta A is representing uncertainty in this measurement. Delta B is representing uncertainty in this measurement. These are small values as compared to this. And further, when these values are divided by A and this is divided by B, this will become further smaller. And product of two small quantities will be further smaller. So being very small, we are going to neglect this term. This one will be cancelled with this. So we are left with plus minus delta Z upon Z is equal to plus minus delta B upon B plus minus delta A upon A. This is giving us maximum fractional error if we will consider positive sign only. So for positive sign, we will consider maximum fractional error or relative error. Other name of fractional error is relative error. So maximum relative error in this measurement will be delta Z upon Z is equal to delta A upon A plus delta B upon B. One thing you keep in your mind that in previous video when we were talking about addition and subtraction, we were talking about net uncertainty is equal to sum of uncertainty in first quantity and second quantity. When we are talking about product or quotient, then we will not deal with delta Z only. We will deal with fractional error or relative error. So in every numerical which is related with product, quotient or power, we will consider delta Z upon Z. Either we will consider relative error or we will consider percentage error. Only error will be considered in addition and subtraction. So in case of a product, the maximum fractional error is coming out to be fractional error in A plus fractional error in B. What happens when we are going to consider the case of division? Let us consider in case of division, Z is equal to A upon B. And measured value of A we have already mentioned, A plus minus delta A. Measured value of B is B plus minus delta B. So this is a result with uncertainty, that is Z plus minus delta Z. A you will take out common from this numerator and B you will take out common from denominator. So we are left with A within bracket 1 plus minus delta A upon A. And in denominator B, 1 plus minus delta B upon B raised to power 1 I have shown here. This is A upon B. 1 plus minus delta A upon A. When it will go in numerator, this power will come with negative sign. So 1 plus minus delta B upon B raised to power minus 1. This is Z plus minus delta Z is equal to A upon B. 1 plus minus delta A upon A within bracket. So till here no problem. Now we should know how to solve this. This factor delta B upon B is very small as compared to 1. So we can use mathematical operation, that is binomial expansion, for this. This binomial expansion will be considered when this factor is coming out to be very small as compared to 1. So if I will consider this is represented by x and this is represented by n, then formula is 1 plus x raised to power n, where x is very small as compared to 1. So when you will open it, we will get 1 plus nx plus many terms will be there, but these terms will involve x square, x cube, and these x square, x cube values will be very small. So higher power terms are neglected because of their very small values. We will consider 1 plus nx only. So when I will use this formula in this equation, so minus 1 will come down, and when minus 1 will come down and multiplied by these, then this sign will change, plus will change to minus, minus will change to plus. Rest of the things same. So Z1 plus minus delta Z upon Z will be equal to A upon B. 1 plus minus delta A upon A. 1 minus plus delta B upon B. This can get cancelled with this. So this term will be left here, and then we will multiply this with this. When multiplication of this with this will be done, then we will get 1 plus minus delta A upon A minus plus delta B upon B plus minus delta A upon A into delta B upon B. Being very small, this term will be neglected. 1 will get cancelled with 1. So again, maximum fractional error is coming out to be sum of fractional error of A and B. Either we are going to do multiplication or we are going to do division. Maximum fractional error will be sum of fractional error in A and fractional error in B. So this is one formula, this is another formula, both are going to be same. Next case we are going to consider when the things are given to us in power of a quantity. Z is equal to A raised to power n. For example, kinetic energy half mv square, density mass upon volume. So volume, if you will consider cube, then it will be L cube. So whenever power will be given, how to deal with these quantities? Z is equal to A raised to power n. Delta A, uncertainty in measurement of A. Delta Z is net uncertainty that is coming out in result due to this uncertainty. So Z plus minus delta Z will be A plus minus delta A raised to power n. Take out A common. When A will come out common, power is n. So A raised to power n we have taken out. Then inside 1 plus minus delta A upon A raised to power n. This will get cancelled with Z that you will take common from this side. So we are left with 1 plus minus delta Z upon Z will be equal to 1 plus minus n delta A upon A. So final result is the fractional error in result will be n times the fractional error in that quantity. So whatever will be your power, with this you have to multiply this. In this equation, I am going to consider product also, quotient also, and power also. So what will be the relative error in this case? Relative error in this case, maximum fractional or relative error in this case will be P, this power will come down, P delta A upon A plus Q delta B upon B plus R delta C upon C. Whether this is in numerator or it is in denominator, there will be plus sign between different fractional errors that you are going to consider, and whatever will be their power with this will be multiplied. And if you want to represent this result in percentage error, then left hand side or right hand side you have to multiply by 100. So delta Z upon Z into 100 is equal to P delta A upon A into 100 plus Q delta B upon B into 100 plus R delta C upon C into 100. Let us solve few numericals which are based and important, because numericals are important from these combination of errors. For example, voltage is given to us 100 plus minus 5 volt and current is given to us 10 plus minus 0.2 volt, and it is asked find percentage error in resistance. We know according to Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So R will be V divided by I. Relative error in R, this will be delta R upon R. Relative error in V, delta V upon V plus delta I upon I. Again repeating, whenever we are solving questions like this in product or in quotient, we will deal with fractional error or relative error and percentage error. So delta R upon R into 100 will be delta V upon V into 100 plus delta I upon I into 100. This is representing percentage error in V. This is representing percentage error in I. And how to find this value? This will be 5 upon 100 plus 0.2 divided by 10 into 100, because delta V is 5, delta I is 0.2. So when you will solve it, what you will get? You will get 7%. Try to understand this by this method also. If you are getting or someone is getting 5 marks out of 100, then what is the percentage of marks? For finding percentage of marks, what we are getting? Marks obtained divided by total marks multiplied by 100. So what is the percentage of marks? 5%. In the same way here we are finding percentage. Percentage, how to find it? Delta V upon V into 100. So this is representing percentage error in total calculation 100. This is percentage error in V. This is percentage error in I. So addition of these two will give you percentage error in R. Next question. A cube is given with side, and when its measurement was done, then percentage error was coming out to be 3%, and in its mass percentage error was coming out to be 4%. You have to find percentage error in density. Now density formula is mass upon volume. Volume will be equal to L cube. So when you will use what we have discussed previously, so delta rho upon rho will be equal to delta M upon M plus 3 delta L upon L for percentage error multiplied left hand side and right hand side by 100. Put the value delta M upon M into 100 is coming out to be 4%. This is 3 delta L upon L. This factor is coming out to be 3%, and when you will solve it, you will get 13% percentage error in density. If like this question is given to you, this is expression given, percentage error in A, B, C, D given to you. It is asked find percentage error in X. You will write it delta X upon X into 100 will be equal to power. With power, this will be multiplied 2 delta A upon A into 100 plus 3 delta B upon B into 100 plus delta C upon C into 100 plus half, because what is its power here? Half delta D upon D into 100. Put value of percentage error of A, percentage error in B, percentage error in C, percentage error in D. Solve it. You will be able to get 17.5%. If these questions are coming for 1 mark question, then how to solve these questions? If for 1 mark, then you can solve it by short method. For example, it is given radius of a sphere is having error 2%. Find the percentage error in its volume. So for volume we know formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So percentage error in volume will be, this is constant, so error was here. So percentage error in volume will be whatever is its power, that will be multiplied by error. So percentage error in volume will be 3 multiplied by error in radius, so it will come out to be 6%. If this is given and percentage error in A, B, C, D is given to you, and in this percentage error is asked, then percentage error in this will be 3 times percentage error in A plus 2 times percentage error in B plus 1 time percentage error in C and plus 1 time percentage error in D. So you put the values, you will able to get the answer. This is according to 1 mark. If question comes, then no need to go for very big calculation or writing all the steps. This is given percentage error in measurement of mass is 2% and in speed is 3%. Find percentage error in kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is half mv square. Then you can find percentage error in kinetic energy will be percentage error in mass plus twice percentage error in velocity. So this will be 2% plus 2 multiplied by 3%. Your answer will come out to be 8%.